Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for October 7, 2025. Firstly, in the Middle East, Israeli forces have struck a terrorist cell armed with explosive devices and mortars intended for use in terror attacks against Israeli troops. Meanwhile, there's been a notable development in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, as authors Hussein, Agha, and Robert Malley released their book Tomorrow is Yesterday, which critiques the two-state solution and the Oslo peace process. The book argues that these frameworks have failed to address core issues of history, identity, and power in the conflict. In other news, Japan has made history by electing Sanae Takaichi as the new leader of its ruling Liberal Democratic Party, paving the way for her to become the country's first female prime minister. Takaichi faces significant challenges, including addressing rising prices and restoring support for the struggling LDP. These stories highlight the complex and ever-changing landscape of global politics. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide in-depth analysis as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. I'm Walter, and we'll see you again soon. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know it's right now. Firstly, we're marking a somber anniversary, 2 years since the devastating Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th. Tensions are running high once again, with pro-Palestinian protests planned across the UK, and Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer urging students not to join these protests due to concerns about rising anti-Semitism. In related news, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues to be a complex and multifaceted issue, with deeply entrenched positions on both sides. We must prioritize respect, empathy, and understanding as we navigate this sensitive and emotive topic. Meanwhile, in the United States, the ongoing government shutdown has entered its second week, taking a toll on the nation's air traffic control system. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has warned that the shutdown is harming the country's air traffic control system, with controllers working without pay and worrying about their personal finances. A nationwide shortage of air traffic controllers has also led to delays at airports across the U.S., with over 50% of air traffic control towers understaffed. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis on these developing stories as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more news after this break. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, the Canadian government has announced a major overhaul of its tax credit system for electric vehicles. The new policy aims to promote the adoption of eco-friendly transportation and reduce carbon emissions. We'll be discussing the implications of this change on the EV market and how it might impact companies like Tesla. Secondly, we're diving into the complex world of AI investments. NVIDIA's $100 billion pledge to OpenAI has raised eyebrows, with some experts warning about the circular nature of these investments. We'll break down the intricate web of relationships between NVIDIA, OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank Group, and explore the potential risks and benefits of these deals. Lastly, Tesla is set to unveil a new affordable EV model today, and the anticipation is building. With cryptic teasers and rumors of a stripped-down Model Y, investors are eager to see how this launch will impact Tesla's sales and margins. Our analyst, Matt Britzman, believes that the price tag will be the real tell, offering clues on how far Tesla has pushed cost savings and how much new demand it can unlock. That's all for now. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First up, scientists have made a groundbreaking discovery about the potential for life to exist on planets orbiting white dwarf stars. Researchers found that under certain conditions, Einstein's theory of general relativity can create a habitable environment, allowing planets to maintain a stable temperature and potentially support life. This breakthrough highlights the awe-inspiring complexity of the universe and the power of human curiosity. Next, we're exploring the latest developments in space exploration and national security. The U.S. Space Force has awarded contracts worth over $1 billion to SpaceX and the United Launch Alliance as part of its national security space launch program. While SpaceX has emerged as a dominant player in this field, concerns about reliance on a single provider have sparked discussions about promoting competition and diversity in the industry. Lastly, we're diving into the mysteries of the cosmos with a story about galaxies and galaxy clusters. Researchers have been studying the formation and evolution of these massive structures, shedding new light on the universe's history and evolution. From the dance of gravitational waves to the secrets of dark matter, this research is pushing the boundaries of our understanding and inspiring new questions about the nature of reality. That's all for today's summary. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press morning podcast as we continue to explore the wonders of the universe and the latest developments in space exploration and beyond. Thank you for tuning in and keep looking up. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Welcome to the AI Daily Press morning podcast. Today, we're recapping the latest developments in the world of sports. First off, we have some exciting news from the MLB playoffs. Alex Faust is set to take over as the new voice of the league, bringing a fresh perspective and youthful energy to the broadcasts. Meanwhile, the legendary Bob Costas has announced his retirement from calling baseball games, leaving behind an incredible legacy. In the NFL, several dark horse contenders are emerging, including the Seattle Seahawks, Denver Broncos, and Los Angeles Rams. These teams have been gaining momentum and could potentially make a deep playoff run. The Broncos, in particular, have secured their most significant win in nearly a decade, defeating the reigning champion Philadelphia Eagles 17-14 on Sunday. This remarkable comeback marks only the second time in 40 road games that the Broncos have overcome a deficit of 10 or more points entering the fourth quarter to emerge victorious. Led by second-year quarterback Bo Nix, the team's resilience and determination are on full display as they prepare to face the winless New York Jets in London this Sunday. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you all the latest updates throughout the season. That's all for now. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Peril.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, a devastating fire has broken out in a high-rise building in London, leaving several people injured and many more displaced. Our thoughts are with those affected by this tragedy as we continue to follow the story and bring you updates. Secondly, a brutal blizzard has struck Mount Everest, stranding hundreds of hikers and resulting in at least one fatality. Rescue teams are racing against time to reach the remaining climbers, and we're reminded of the importance of respecting nature's power and prioritizing responsible tourism practices. Lastly, a tragic incident occurred in an Albanian courtroom when a man on trial opened fire, killing a judge and injuring two others. This senseless act of violence highlights the challenges faced by many countries in combating gun-related crimes and upholding the rule of law. Despite these challenging stories, we're also seeing extraordinary acts of kindness and resilience from local communities around the world. It's often the everyday heroes who step up to help those in need, reminding us of our shared humanity. As we navigate this complex world, let's hold on to values like compassion, courage, and kindness. Thank you for joining me on this morning's edition of the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good day and farewell. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. Today, we're dishing out the latest from the world of fashion and entertainment. First up, we've got an update on Demi Lovato's bold fashion statement at Paris Fashion Week. The singer rocked sheer cargo tights with pockets. Yes, you heard that right. While some critics are questioning the practicality of this look, others are praising it as innovative and edgy. Lovato's upcoming album, It's Not That Deep, is set to drop on October 31st, so we're keeping an eye on her style choices. In other news, Taylor Swift is still making waves with her fashion statements. The singer recently wore a bold outfit featuring multiple designer pieces to a music event, cementing her reputation as a style icon. And finally, we've got a recap of Chanel's stunning spring-summer collection at Paris Fashion Week. A-listers like Nicole Kidman, Penelope Cruz, and Margot Robbie were in attendance, praising the collection for its modernity, femininity, and sex appeal. That's all for now, folks. Stay fabulous, and we'll see you in the next edition of the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we have some positive news from the world of conservation. Bat populations in North America are showing signs of recovery thanks to concerted efforts by scientists, conservationists, and policymakers. This is a remarkable example of what can be achieved when we work together to protect our planet's precious biodiversity. Secondly, we're following a developing story at Marineland, a Canadian marine park, where the fate of captive beluga whales hangs in the balance. The park has threatened to euthanize these intelligent creatures if financial support is not forthcoming from the government. This situation raises important questions about animal welfare, captivity, and our responsibility towards the natural world. Lastly, we're examining the critical issue of deforestation and its far-reaching consequences for our environment, wildlife, and economy. A shareholder resolution at the National Australia Bank is calling for greater transparency and action on deforestation, highlighting the role of financial institutions in promoting sustainable practices and mitigating environmental risks. These stories remind us that our actions have a profound impact on the world around us. As we navigate the complexities of human relationships with the natural world, it's essential to prioritize open dialogue, collaboration, and innovative solutions that balance economic development with environmental sustainability. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David at for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.